FIA have confirmed the application by General Motors and TWG Motorsports to bring a Cadillac team to the FIA Formula One World Championship.
We've heard America does not have the competency to build a Formula One car. America doesn't have the capability to build a Formula One engine.
Once in a while, and I shouldn't do this, I read some of the comments. They don't think we have it. They don't think we're going to deliver. And I love to prove people wrong.
Cadillac's the main new entry for the 2026 Formula One season, and it looks well prepared. Backed by General Motors and TWG Motorsports, Cadillac will become the 11th team on the grid. For your information, this is the first new addition since Haas joined in 2016, with seasoned team principal Graeme Lowdon, who brings a lot of experience from his time with Virgin Marussia. Cadillac's aiming to make a powerful statement. For 2026, they'll roar onto the track with Ferrari engines and gearboxes. And let me tell you that there's plans for General Motors to develop its very own power unit. But what about the drivers, engineers, or the car's design? Let's dive into the video to answer these questions and fully understand why Cadillac's joining F1. First of all, why are people questioning Cadillac's decision to join F1? Well, this is because of the brand's history and reputation. Since its founded in 1902, Cadillac's been a symbol of luxury and American innovation. Known as the premium vehicle division of General Motors, Cadillac once ruled the roads as the top luxury brand in the United States. However, the landscape shifted in the 2000s, as European brands like BMW and Mercedes took the lead in outselling Cadillac. But don't count Cadillac out just yet. With a renewed focus on delivering a premium driving experience, Cadillac modernizes luxury with high-quality materials and features, like its cutting-edge Super Cruise driver assistance system. So, when a brand known for luxury jumps into a sport where speed and precision are key, questions like, why are they doing this, arise. I mean, what's the connection between luxury and racing on an F1 track anyway? Well, there's some solid reasons, and you'll get really excited to know them. At this point, you may think about how easy or hard it'll be for Cadillac to make a successful debut in this competitive sport. After all, the entire journey's pretty difficult. For example, setting up the team itself is a challenging task that requires immense resources and expertise. But as per the latest information, it looks like they've planned everything well. The team is new, but they've got experienced names leading the way. Cadillac's brought together a group of experts who know what it takes to succeed in Formula One. As I said at the beginning of the video, Graeme Lowdon, who previously served as the sporting director for Marussia, will be in charge as the team principal. He has the experience needed to guide the team through the challenges of this high-stakes sport. Alongside him, Nick Chester, a former Renault engineer, will take on the role of chief technical officer. And if that wasn't enough, they've also brought in Pat Symonds, who has an impressive history with teams like Toleman, Benetton, and Renault. He'll serve as the executive engineering consultant, bringing decades of knowledge to help shape the team's strategy and design. The driver lineup is also guaranteed to grab attention. Sergio Pérez and Valtteri Bottas, two names every Formula One fan knows, have signed multi-year contracts with the team. This strategic decision instantly provides the new outfit with stability, which is priceless in a sport like F1. Think about it, the duo boasts a combined record of 527 Grand Prix starts, 23 pole positions, 16 race wins, and 3 sprint victories. I know, US race fans might be feeling a pang of disappointment. Why? Well, here's the story that most of you might not know. Cadillac had teased the idea of giving one of these seats to an American driver. This would have helped bring up some homegrown talent. Sadly, it didn't happen. Instead, they chose 2 global veterans. So, why did this duo get all the votes? Cadillac explained with a strong statement, calling Pérez and Bottas an unmatched blend of experience, leadership, and technical acumen. Some may wonder why other big names weren't tapped for a seat. For example, Daniel Ricciardo, an 8-time race winner and fan favorite in the US, was an option. Well, he quietly stepped away from contention, reportedly considering his racing career over. Even so, sources suggest Cadillac never formally reached out to Ricciardo, as their eyes were laser-focused on Pérez and Bottas. So, Cadillac, not showing its Americanness, has chosen a Mexican and Finnish driver duo to lead the team for now. However, there's still an American connection in the mix. IndyCar winner Colton Herta, who's from the US, has been signed as the team's test driver. Interestingly, Herta plans to leave IndyCar and race in Formula 2 starting in 2026. as he works toward becoming ready for a future in Formula One. Other than that, Cadillac's announced that Zhou Guanyu will be joining the team as their reserve driver for their first season in Formula One. Zhou previously raced with the Alfa Romeo Kick Sauber team from 2022 to 2024 and brings plenty of experience to the table. His addition's an exciting move, as Cadillac builds a strong and diverse lineup for their much-anticipated debut in the sport. He shared that he's excited to join the Cadillac Formula One team as their reserve driver ahead of their exciting debut in the sport. Zhou expressed how this project is one of the most exciting and important developments Formula One's seen in years. He mentioned that working with familiar faces like Graeme, Lowdon, and Valtteri feels like coming back home, as he's collaborated with them for many years. With his recent racing experience and knowledge of car development, Zhou's confident that he could bring great value to the team and is determined to support them in every way possible. Team principal Graeme Lowdon also highlighted that the selection process for their reserve driver was as detailed and thorough as picking their main race drivers. They aimed to find someone with recent F1 experience, a strong work ethic, and the ability to help develop the car throughout the season. Graeme stated that Zhou perfectly fits this profile and will be an incredible asset to the team as they prepare for their 2026 racing debut. So, we're done with the team principal, done with the drivers, and the reserve driver. But what about the cars, specifically the engines? This is where things get even more interesting, and frankly, a bit dramatic. Cadillac, with the backing of General Motors, is aiming high, really high. The ultimate plan is for the team to operate as a full works outfit, meaning they'll be making their own chassis and power units in-house. That's the dream, but dreams take time, especially in the complex world of Formula One. For now, the team's targeting 2029 to roll out their very own engine. But how are they going to race before 2029? Well, they'll be borrowing some serious firepower from one of the sport's giants, Ferrari. Yeah, you heard that right. Until Cadillac's engine project is ready to race, their cars will be powered by Ferrari's 1.6-liter V6 turbo hybrid engines. Alongside the engines, Ferrari will also supply the gearboxes. This comes as part of a confirmed multi-year customer supply agreement between Cadillac and the Italian powerhouse. But why Ferrari? Well, the decision comes down to practicality and, of course, survival in the F1 arena. Ferrari's engines are FIA approved, reliable, and competitive, giving Cadillac a proven powertrain to hit the grid running in 2026. Starting a brand new F1 team under the 2026 technical regulations is no walk in the park. Oh, by the way, we have 2 detailed videos covering the new 2026 F1 regulations, so make sure to watch them as well to understand all the new changes. Coming back to the topic, Cadillac's decision to partner with Ferrari provides them with stability and a performance edge from day one. Ferrari's engines are not only fast, but also reliable, something the team will desperately need as they find their footing. By using Ferrari's complete package, Cadillac ensures they meet all FIA technical requirements without the headache of rushing to develop their own engine in such a short time frame. After all, modern F1 hybrid engines are engineering masterpieces, loaded with mind-boggling complexity. Rushing one into development would be a gamble Cadillac can't afford to take. But remember, General Motors is not just here to play along as a customer forever. Behind the scenes, GM's already committed to a full-blown effort to develop its own Formula One engine. They've set up a special GM performance division to tackle this task. However, building an F1 power unit is a lengthy process that requires extensive testing, development, and most importantly, FIA approval. That's why 2029 is the realistic timeframe for Cadillac's GM-built engine to debut. Until then, partnering with Ferrari gives them time to focus on other crucial aspects, like their chassis design, aerodynamics, and establishing the team's operations. Now, the most important question: when are we finally going to see Cadillac on the track? The good news is, the wait's almost over. Cadillac's reportedly gearing up for a shakedown of their cars sometime in January. Yeah, this month. This is the first step before the real action begins. Shortly after, all 11 teams will gather for a private test at the iconic Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya in Spain from January 26 to 30. These sessions will be important for honing their setup and making adjustments ahead of the competitive season. But the excitement doesn't stop there. Official testing in Bahrain is set to take place on February 11 to 13 and 18 to 20. Keeping the American spirit alive, Cadillac's official livery launch is scheduled for none other than the 2026 Super Bowl on February 8. Could there be a more dramatic stage for their big reveal? I don't think so. Meanwhile, the team's hard at work behind the scenes. Sergio Pérez has already been spotted in the simulator, dialing in crucial practice laps. And on December 29, 2025, Valtteri Bottas officially began his tenure as a Cadillac driver. His first mission is getting fitted for his seat because, as they say, comfort is key. By the time testing rolls around, that famous Finnish focus will be on full display. Now, reports also confirm that the team will unveil a special monochrome livery at Barcelona's preseason shakedown later this January. This one-off design was revealed by General Motors CEO Mark Roos at their Detroit headquarters and features a solid combination of black and silver. According to Roos, the understated look aims to keep their aerodynamic innovations under wraps, following F1's preseason tradition of disguising key design elements. The design proudly showcases Cadillac's iconic crest and features the names of the team's founding members from both the UK and the US on the nose cone. According to Roos, our new testing livery celebrates Detroit's rich design history and highlights the strength of the global Cadillac Formula One team, all while keeping our important design details hidden. Roos also mentioned that this is just the start, as fans can look forward to seeing the official race livery revealed next month. Cadillac F1 CEO Dan Torres also had to say something. Here are his words. Debuting our race livery during a globally televised championship broadcast challenges convention and brings Cadillac Formula One to a global audience. Paired with this special edition testing livery designed by the GM Design Studios, we're honoring automotive heritage while looking ahead as we build toward the 2026 season. The decision for Cadillac to join Formula One is a smart one because the timing couldn't be better. The brand's entry lines up perfectly with the big changes coming in the 2026 Formula One rules. These changes give Cadillac the chance to show off its skills in engineering and push the limits of innovation in racing. Alongside the races, it's also about showing off the cool technology Cadillac's working on, like hybrid engines, electric power, and cleaner fuels. All of this fits right into GM's goal of building a future focused on powerful and electric vehicles. But the story doesn't end there. Joining Formula One gives Cadillac a huge chance to shine. It's a way to take the brand to a global stage and reach far beyond just making regular cars. This is where American creativity meets big, worldwide goals. It's also a place for Cadillac to test new ideas, like better hybrid engines and smarter designs. Every race and every second counts, helping Cadillac build technology that might change how their cars perform on the road in the future. A few other reasons why Cadillac's joining F1 include it being the first new team to join since 2016. This shows that America's ready to make its mark in a sport mostly led by European teams. More people in the US and around the world are getting into Formula One, which brings fresh excitement to the races. Cadillac wants to inspire fans, support young talent, and make history. They plan to mix experienced racers with new drivers, showing they care about winning and building a sustainable future. So, these are all the updates regarding Cadillac joining F1. I tried to cover all the important updates that I have so far. By the time this video is live, we may get more information and updates. We'll see about that later and decide if we need another video about Cadillac joining F1 or not. You can also share your thoughts on this in the comments. I read them all and will act upon what the majority has to say. Smash that like button if you found the video informative. And don't forget to subscribe and press the bell icon so we know you're a true Formula One fan.